My boss was escorted out of our private equity firm before the markets opened. Security disabled her badge. Compliance froze her accounts. By noon, she was under investigation, and I was the one who triggered it. I work in commercial real estate private equity. We manage over $3 billion in investor capital, pension funds, retirement portfolios, family offices. In our industry, trust isn't a value, it's an asset class. If you're accused of misusing investor data or violating a non-compete, your career doesn't just stall, it evaporates. Valerie was a partner. She led acquisitions, closed 9-figure deals, built our Midwest portfolio from scratch. She mentored me, taught me how to model acquisitions, negotiate debt structures, read cap rates like language. She once told me, perception matters more than truth in this business. I didn't understand how right she was. A few months ago, she started acting differently. Private calls in the hallway, closed-door meetings, leaving early. Someone mentioned she might be preparing to launch her own fund. In private equity, that's not ambition. That's betrayal. Every partner signs a strict non-compete. 2 years. No investor solicitation. No recruiting team members. Break it, and legal destroys you. Then came the Friday night. She left her laptop open in the conference room. An email notification popped up. Subject line: "We move Monday." It was from a New York backer. I opened it. I shouldn't have. The thread discussed funding for a new real estate fund. Her name was everywhere. My heart started racing. If she launched, she could take investors. She could take analysts. She could take me. Or leave me behind. I didn't finish reading. I didn't slow down. I forwarded the email thread to compliance. From her account. Anonymous. Monday morning, she was escorted out. No explanation, no defense, just a banker's box and HR at her side. In our industry, investigations are silent, but they're lethal. Investors pull back. Recruiters stop calling. 6 months later, she hadn't resurfaced. In private equity, once your integrity is questioned, capital disappears. Weeks later, I reread the email thread, this time carefully. The New York backer wasn't funding an immediate launch. They were backing her to start a fund after her contract expired, 2 years from now. "We move Monday" referred to securing temporary office space, not investors, not solicitation. Office space. She wasn't breaking the non-compete. She was planning her future, legally. I panicked. And in finance, panic is expensive. I sit in her office now. Bigger title, better bonus, my name on investor decks. But every email notification makes my pulse spike, because I learned something. In private equity, perception is reality. And I weaponized it. She told me trust is currency. I liquidated hers. And one day, someone might liquidate mine. No one knows this. Not my husband. Not my parents. Not even my best friend. 3 months before my wedding, I started gambling. It wasn't Vegas. It wasn't casinos. It was an app. Just small bets at first. $10, $20. It was supposed to be harmless. I was stressed. Planning a wedding is expensive. Every decision felt like money burning. Flowers, $4,000. Venue upgrade, $7,500. Dress alterations? Of course, one night I bet $50 on a playoff game. I won $300. It felt like magic, like I had cracked a code. I told myself I could grow the wedding fund, make things easier, take pressure off my fiancé. That's how addiction lies to you. It makes greed sound generous. Within 2 weeks, I was betting hundreds. Within a month, I was betting thousands. I told myself I'd stop when I broke even. I never did. The night it collapsed, I was alone on the couch. My fiancé was asleep upstairs. I watched $9,200 disappear in overtime. That number is burned into my memory. $9,200. That was the catering deposit. The next morning, I logged into our joint savings account and stared at the balance. I could confess, or I could fix it. So I chose the worse option. I moved money from the honeymoon fund. Then I opened a credit card in my name, then another. By the time the wedding arrived, I had replaced the savings, but I had created $18,000 in hidden debt. No one noticed. The wedding was beautiful. The photos looked perfect. But if you zoom in on my face during the vows, you'll see it. Fear. Not of marriage. Of exposure. Every month since, I've been quietly paying it down. Transferring money between accounts. Adjusting budgets so it looks normal. My husband tells people I'm great with finances. He has no idea I built our first year of marriage on a lie. The debt is almost gone now, but the secret isn't, and sometimes I wonder if marriage can survive something that never technically happened, but was never truly honest either. The message came in at 2:13 a.m. Wrong number. Are you awake? I almost ignored it, but I couldn't sleep, so I replied, Who is this? 3 dots appeared immediately. I thought you were someone else. That should have been the end. Instead, we kept talking. His name was Todd. He had meant to text someone he wasn't supposed to be texting. That's what he said. I didn't ask questions. I was married, 10 years, 2 kids, predictable life. Todd lived 3 states away. Recently divorced, restless. Honest in a way strangers can be at 2 a.m. We told each other things we didn't tell anyone else. About disappointments, regrets, fantasies. It felt safe. Because it wasn't physical. Because it wasn't real. That's what I told myself. 3 months passed. We never met. Never video chatted. Just messages. Thousands of them. Then one afternoon, my husband picked up my phone to check the weather, and a preview popped up. Todd, sometimes I wish I'd met you first. There was no dramatic confrontation, no screaming. My husband just handed me the phone and said, Who is he? I tried to explain. It's just talking. He said something I'll never forget. You gave someone else the parts of you I was still waiting for. That hit harder than anger. We went to counseling. We're still together. But here's the confession part. I still think about Todd. Not because I want to leave. Not because I'm unhappy. But because that version of me, the late-night honest version, felt more alive. Todd texted once after everything blew up. I didn't mean to cause damage. I didn't respond. I deleted the thread. But sometimes at 2:13 a.m., I wake up. And I wonder if he ever sends another message into the dark, hoping someone answers.